Welcome to the Beginner Excel 2007 tutorial. This is lesson 1. It's just an introduction to Excel. Excel is a program used mainly for creating workbooks to manipulate numbers and create charts and tables. You can create workbooks to track your monthly budget, blood pressure, or a loan amortization table, and much more. We're going to start by opening Excel 2007. There are several ways that you can do this. I'm going to go to the Start menu. Select All Programs. If you need to, use your scroll bar to scroll down to Microsoft Office, and then click Excel 2007 to open the program. The Beginner Excel 2007 video tutorial series will take you through the very basics of Excel. In Lesson 1, we're just going to go over all of the tabs and how to navigate through them, how to open and create a new file, how to enter text into Excel, and how to save a file. The working screen in Excel 2007 is what you see when you open the program. We're going to go from top to bottom in the working screen. At the very top is the title bar. The title bar displays the name of your Excel spreadsheet in workbooks that you're working on. Right now it just says Book 1, that's the default name every time you open up Excel. This is the Quick Access bar. This is a toolbar that can customize with tools you use the most often. You can click this down arrow here and add buttons to this toolbar, or you can also uncheck them and take buttons away from that toolbar. The far left corner is an Office button. This gives you many of the same options as the Quick Access bar. Okay, moving down is a tab of, the ribbon tabs. There are several tabs here. This is quite a bit different than older versions of Excel. This is where you're going to find all of your functions and features. Under the ribbon tab, to the far left is the name box. The name box is used to name the cells to make it easy to reference them in a formula or go back to a cell. By default, the cells are named with a letter and a number. To the right of this is the formula bar. The formula bar is used to enter text or formulas into each cell or charts as you're doing your workbook. Below the formula bar is the scroll bar to the far left or far right, and this is used to scroll up and down your workbook or worksheet. The list of columns across here is your worksheet and how you're going to identify each cell. And down the left-hand column is your list of rows. Under your workbook, you will see sheet tabs. You can work on multiple sheets within a workbook and also create new sheets. You're able to link spreadsheets together using the multiple tabs, and we'll cover that in some of the more advanced tutorials. These buttons here are used if you get a row of tabs clear across and need to move back and forth to see all of them. There's also a scroll bar here that you can scroll back and forth if your worksheet gets too wide. Below your tabs, you're going to see what mode it's in, and then over here you're going to see different views. This view is normal. There's a page layout view, and then a page break preview, and it just depends on your preference and best way for you to view your worksheet. This is the zoom. You can use the scroll bar to zoom in and out by clicking and dragging. You can also use the plus and minus to do the same thing, or click where it says 100%. The zoom window will open and you can make changes in there. The tabs in Excel 2007 are organized by task. I'm going to take a minute to go through each tab with a brief rundown of what's in the tab and how to navigate through them. Each tab is broken up into sections to help you easily find what you're looking for. If you click on Home, the Home tab is where you'll find most of your text and cell editing features. In the lower right-hand corner of this section in each tab, you'll see a small icon with an arrow. By clicking on this, it will open up a window with those features in it. Move on to Insert. Insert does just what it says. Anything you would like to insert into your workbook, you can do it in this tab. Page Layout is where you're going to change the look and feel of your workbook. These features include things like adding color, borders, columns, etc. to your Excel spreadsheet. The Formula tab section will help you enter formulas into your cells. A formula is an equation that calculates a new value using data entered into your spreadsheet. The Data tab is where you can manipulate the data in your cells using tools like inserting data into spreadsheet from other sources, filter data, or sort a group of data. In the Review tab, you'll find all of your proofreading tools. You can also track changes to the workbook if you have several people editing the same workbook. View lets you change the way you look at your document on the screen. You may or may not have a Developer tab. This is for advanced users that are creating macros, ActiveX controls in their document. Entering text into a cell in Excel 2007 is a little different than inserting text into Word 2007. We're going to create a simple 2-column spreadsheet to practice. The easiest way to enter text into a cell is by clicking on the cell and start typing. So I'm going to click on cell A1 and type bills. Notice that the text will appear in the cell in the formula bar. To move to the right, press the Tab key and then type amount and press Enter. So there's 2 different ways. By using Tab, you can go over to the left. By pressing Enter, you'll return underneath the cell that you just entered. In cell A2, let's type phone. And I'm going to type electric. You can use your arrow keys to move from cell to cell. So in this cell, you can put any amount that you'd like. Once you've created your spreadsheet, in order to save it, there's a couple different ways. You can use the quick save up here. By clicking this, it will simply save your document. If it's the first time you've saved it, it's going to bring up the Save As window. If you've already saved it and titled your workbook, it will just save the document and not bring up that window. You can also click on the Office icon and click Save, or go to Save As here as well. In the Save As, you have several different options. You can save it as a PDF, which is a non-editable worksheet. This is for viewing only. If you're going to be sharing it with somebody that has an older version, you can select this, or simply click here, have your Save As open, type a title in your file name, select the folder. I'm just going to put it here on the desktop and click Save. That is the end of Lesson 1 in Excel 2007.